To the bone, city lights flicker when a freak calls home. No rest, no peace, just a mission, scroll grind. SCP shadows will drag you when you fall behind. What we gotta chase in these haunted streets, cursed by the multicams in the streets. Feels like we're losing in the endless war. One man's curse leaves us bleeding sore.
Welcome back to another episode of Your Local Cop Probably Sucks. Today's episode is sponsored by cough syrup, electrolytes, and cough drops. I do not feel good. Today's going to be a more stripped down video. I had a friend send me a particular qualification from the state of Indiana. It is the Patrol Rifle Instructor Qual. From what I understand, in the great state of Indiana, if you want to teach cops how to shoot big pew-pews more better, you must first pass this qual. It's a fairly simple qual consisting of 60 rounds total, shot from 10 to 50 yards, split into 4 stages. Per the paperwork of this qual, we are required to go prone. Anyone that watches the channel knows that this presents a problem for us because at my particular range, they do not allow prone. So we will have to augment this qual just a little bit, but I don't think it should be that much of a big deal. Instead of prone, we will be going to a seated position for this qualification. This particular qual is shot on a reduced size B27. With any hits outside of the 8 ring counting as a miss, you will need 58 out of 60 hits to pass. If you're new to the channel, we'll go over the rules real quick. Everything shot today will be from our non-dominant hand. I am right-handed. I will be shooting everything left-handed. Rule 2, we will be shooting cold. No warm-ups. We're going to go to the range, staple up a target, and just go. And in this case, it's triple cold because we'll be shooting cold. It's about 18 degrees outside, and I have a cold. Isn't that neat? And rule 3, there will be no alibis, no mulligans, no do-overs. We will be shooting in real time with a live target cam. What we shoot today is what you get. If the target's ugly, if we find a way to fail the qual, that's life. You will see this in real time. No excuses. For today's wild cards, we will be doing pocket reloads. Everything will be coming out of a pocket, no belt pouches. And there'll probably be a target surprise towards the end of the video. Stay tuned. For stage 1, we start at 50 yards where we will fire 5 rounds standing, reload, 5 rounds kneeling, reload, and then 5 rounds prone, or in this case, the seated position. We have 70 seconds for this. High. High. Pulled 2 of those high, 1 high right. Hopefully they're still in. Rest felt decent. Apparently I had a lot more time left I could have used. Okay. Stage 2 is very similar to stage 1. We go up to the 25-yard line. We will fire 5 rounds standing, reload, 5 rounds kneeling, reload, 5 rounds seated. We have 45 seconds for this, and we will do this drill twice. It's really okay. I was gonna say, it's really hard to actually use all this time when you're used to being under a little bit of time stress. I have a feeling I could clean those up if I actually use this whole time, but it's just, I'm not used to having this much time at all. It's kind of wild. For stage 3, we go up to the 15-yard line, where we will fire 5 rounds standing, reload 5 rounds kneeling. We have 25 seconds for this. All right. And for stage 4, our final stage, we go up to the 10-yard line, where we will have a very generous 10 seconds to fire 5 rounds. That is extremely slow for me, even left-handed. And to have this much time is insane. All right, let's go look. Initial thoughts after running this qual for the first time. It gets a bit monotonous. It gets a bit predictable. So if you can get the 3 positions down, there's not really a whole lot after that. And the time allowance is very generous, especially for an instructor qual. I would think this is generous even as a cadet qual, but as an instructor, you need to be delivering accuracy and speed on demand. You could easily cut these times in half or even a third. When I first looked at some paper, that was my first thought, is how much time there was allowed. But then I read 8 ring, and my initial thought was, okay, we're on a B8. It's somewhat of a limited target. That makes maybe a little bit of sense, but no, it's a reduced B27. So even there, you have a little bit of target to play with. Because I have that thought, and because I wasn't quite ready to go home yet, we decided to do just that and run this qual back on a B8 8-inch circle, see if we could hold that and still pass. Yeah, I'm still rushing. I just can't help it. All right. Last shot felt a little low. We'll find out. Still have about 8 seconds left. Alright, I'm supposed to take my time. Damn it. Alright, for these last 5, we have 10 seconds. We're really, really gonna try to, I'm actually gonna try to go over. I'm trying to force myself to go over time here. This is so much. It's still a 998. That's insane. Alright, let's go check it out. Final thoughts on this qual. I think the time allowances are very generous, too generous, especially for an instructor qual. Maybe for a cadet, sure. Even for a cadet qual, I believe we could cut this down to about 60 to 70% of the time allowed here. For an instructor, we need to cut that down to a third. If you're instructing, you need to be able to deliver accuracy and speed on demand, and we could easily get this done. Instead of 70 seconds, I believe this could easily get done in 20 to 25 seconds, maybe 30 tops, but even that is a little bit generous. I'd also like to see a break in monotony between the stages. It seems like every stage we're just doing the same thing over and over, but a little bit closer with less time. With that being said, I do like that there's a little bit of body mechanics, shooting from different positions. There's also a little bit of shooting mechanics, having to do a reload in between each string of fire. But I believe this is a starting point, not an end point. There's a lot more that could be done with this qual. That's going to be it for today. I am going to take my tired butt back onto bed. If you liked what you saw today, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good influencer stuff. Tennessee will be out shortly, hopefully within the next couple days. And after that, remember to check my community page where I will be leaving a poll for which state y'all want to see next on handguns, as well as wild cards. And in the comments, if you have more rifle suggestions, I would love to see them. I would love to shoot more rifle. I've been getting sucked into a lot of handgun stuff lately with these police quals. Rifle stuff has been harder to find, so if it's out there and you have it, bring it to me. I want to see it. All right. Till next time, be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, risen with the tism. ADHD out. I'm gonna go take a nap.